they did they did their best, and you're gonna get their best work. Um, from day one when my brother was shot by the Austin police, I was living in ignorance. I was very naive to certain things. I was not really even open minded to things outside of what I wanted to do. Very selfish and self centered. But that day um, changed my life, and so it also helped me start doing things in the community and other people's communities and in the world that also sparked the light and fires in others and got other people involved. And it also changed a new way of life and gave us a new way of life in Austin, Texas. That is something I'm aware of, and that must go on. And we will continue to fight and continue to go on, and we will continue to build one another, and will continue to to go against this systematic depression, this systematic racism. God has the last laugh. One thing that I did was I never fought for my brother for money. So for all you people out there and you spectators and all you people dropping salt on my name and said that I was doing this to get some money and I was living off my brother name, I want you to know something right now. Not one day, not 1 second, not 1 minute, not 1 hour did I do this for money. I did this for justice. And that justice is not giving us any peace. We did not get justice, so we don't have peace. So therefore, we have to keep going and we have to keep working and uniting. So shout out to everybody: Rob Ranko, Chris Tolbert, Chaz Moore, Stephen Brown, all the people that initially got involved with this, jumping in the case, fighting all the private eyes. Julian, shout out to Julian, man, the media outlets, all the reporters, Fox 7, everybody, Bridget. Thank you for giving us a chance to give us the real truth. Put the spin back in our corner. I was able to take this story from a local story of a man that was gone out of his mind and was gunned down, basically shot at the police. And I took it from a community story to a statewide story, from a statewide story to a viral story, and now we're still talking about justice for Lawrence Parrish 4 years later, and that in itself is God's grace. And so, if He does nothing else for us ever again in life, He woke us up today. That's the mind frame we gotta have, and that's the mind frame we're gonna keep. Okay, so I got Black Business of the Week. Nikki, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming on here, Nikki Porter, or Nika Robinson Porter. I'm sorry. I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself, Victor. I know you on here. He was on here last week, so people gonna get used to seeing Victor. So I'm gonna make sure I don't say nothing to him anyway right now, because he don't got to say nothing, because he always gonna be here every chance I can. I'm gonna get him here. But so
Absolutely.
get you here, and we need to know about you. And I spoke about you last time. So for anybody that's been keeping up, just know that I've already addressed the world about this queen here. So go ahead, Arnika Robinson. Please give us an introduction on yourself.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Good afternoon or evening. So I'm author Arnikia Robinson. I am an author, a motivational speaker. I also have a couple of businesses. I have a brand that is pretty much going nationwide titled Bendable but Unbreakable. I have a publishing company titled Sweet Genola. And I have 12 authors up under my publishing company. I am in the process now of pitching my trailer for my movie, Bendable but Unbreakable. And I am then took on a new role, which is mentor slash life coach. So I have a few hats that I wear.
Already. Uh, Arnika Robson helped me publish both of my books. She helped me get one of my I don't want to say lifelong dreams, but for sure once I set that goal out there, it became something like a lifelong dream, and she helped me fruitfully bring that to life. And for that, she will always have a solid place in my family and my support
Thank
and in my
you.
heart. But that's not all she does. She is somebody that motivates and gets everything. So when I speak on Black excellence, this is the face of Black excellence. This is what it looked like. This is where somebody comes from the mud for real. You know that I know for sure come from the mud, because a lot of people get that misconstrued nowadays. But I know for sure when I say this to her, she knows that I know this, and she knows that that is true. She really came from the mud on this to be in the position that she's in right now. that is a blessing. That's God's work and that's God's grace right there. And so,
Thank you.
what kind of positive message can you give us that you live by every day, to keep, get through? Because I know that you do a lot of things, a variety of things. Your public speaking and motivational speaking. We just came from an event, just actually this past week that you invited me to, and it was beautiful. It was nice. We actually have a guest here that spoke at the event. If you like, you can let us know about it and your upcoming events that you got coming up. What you got coming up? What's your new projects? Where you at right now? I know we've been rocking for a little minute now, but I need to know where you at right now because I don't get to talk to y'all as much as we used to because of so much things. But now I got some stuff out the way, and I need to know where you at right now also.
Okay, so right now, as Cluren said, I had just did my domestic violence conference, Don't Hush, Speak Up, and I do that annually because I'm also a domestic violence advocate slash expert. And the next event I will be doing will be November the 13th. It'll be in Houston, Texas, to have a chance to talk to some of the survivors.
Okay. Nika, you went out there right there real quick. Somebody probably tried to call you or something. Ted, buzz me back in some of my artists real quick. Victor, we gonna keep on rolling up. We'll bring our Nika back in here in a minute, man. But we wanna still get these artists in here because we got some things we want to talk about today. Certain news that didn't hit my ears again, man, is another school shooting right here in Arlington, man. For some reason, school only started for what in August, probably for a couple of months now,
Yeah,
and ain't been nothing but school shooting after school shooting after school shooting. And I don't know if y'all even notice or recognize. I don't know how much y'all watch the news and stuff like that, but they've been going around everywhere, man. And the one in Arlington is basically starting to be justified because the guy was being bullied.
he was
Now
being
this
bullied.
is why I'm starting stop the violence, gloves up, guns down event. Reason why, because you wouldn't have to worry about your kids in my perspective. Now let this be known. This is my perspective because I'm not gonna okay no boy killing nobody. I don't care how much you done got bullied. I don't care how much you done got your butt whooped. I'm not trying to hear all that. That don't make no sense. So we're gonna just keep it real. In my perspective, if you are able to train and teach these kids that fighting is not violence. Again, if you fighting in the strip club drunk and the strippers right in front of you and you and the other nigga right here mugging each other and he hit you with a bottle, y'all start squabbling and 15 niggas get shot and killed and everybody die in the middle of the night for nothing, that ain't boxing. Okay? That ain't getting in the ring, putting on no gloves, having some respect for yourself. Boxing, you can't use your feet, you can't bite people, you can't elbow, you can't spit, you can't do a roundhouse, you can't do backflips, you can't do. This is the most elegant type of fighting that we have. You get what I'm saying? Martial arts and all these other things, jiu-jitsu, anything you want to do, they are all teaching you how to protect yourself, right? And one thing that we need to know is the greatest warriors, okay, ain't the ones who can beat you down and kill you and choke you and choke you out with one hand and hit you on your neck with a chop and break your spine. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. The greatest warriors are the ones who don't choose to fight at all. So my thing is this: if you teach your kids some things that'll give them discipline, that'll teach them how to control their five senses, knowing how to protect themselves, where do you see the violence in that? You ain't got no business letting your 18-year-old, 16-year-old, 15-year-old, 17-year-old boy walk out the house and he don't know how to drop his head in windmill. Now I know one thing for sure. I was short coming up and I was on the east side. And every time I went outside, somebody tried to fight me, girl and boy, because in my hood, we had sisters and brothers. And I don't know if y'all know, but black women, when I was coming up, would whoop your ass. They'll call you out and tell you, I'll fight boys too, in a heartbeat. And they'll be ready, and they brothers and sisters gonna jump you. If you ain't got no brothers and sisters, you in trouble. Because in the hood, you come up, you got the Brown family, the Williams family, you got the Cardwell family, you got the Hill family, Carter family. You got these people got family. So it's more than one of them. You're not fighting one of them. You're fighting all of them. You get what I'm saying? So I got jumped plenty of times. But even though that ain't even the case, what I'm saying is it was people trying to bully us when we were little. Fat kids always be the main ones, all the ones. They all the time. I don't know about y'all, but in my hood, most of the fat kids was the ones that try to punk you and bully on you. Man, I dropped my head and got the flop, 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 and popped that boy in the nose, took off running. Man, ain't nobody fuck with me never again out there. And they ain't even teach me how to fight. That was on natural reaction. I was like, look, I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but I'm not that type of person. I'm not scared of humans. I would drop my head and swing and kick whatever. We go in there and I'm going back to the house. But the point is I don't understand what's wrong with teaching these children, these kids, these young adults, how to defend themselves and protect themselves. You ain't got to always run and resort to go get no gun. Now you getting bullied. You tired? Oh yeah, he told the principal. His mama came up there and told the principal. Oh, they all tired of him getting his ass whooped. Put him in boxing. You tired of him getting his ass whooped? Put him in boxing. See if he keep getting his ass whooped then. You ain't tried to put him in boxing, but you went and got it for somehow, some way, he can go get a pistol. Now he got all the time in the world. He can do whatever he want. 18 years old, can't even drink no liquor, ain't really supposed to be smoking nothing, doing none of that. But he can go get a pistol. Now, this is my problem. My problem is how we okay killing another brother. But you get destroyed in your career, in your life, if you say something about the LGBT community. See, one thing I'm not understanding is how can all these famous artists, musicians, movie stars do all this dirty stuff, kill people, rob people, set people up, slap you with pistols, tie you up, rape you, and y'all support them. But soon as he say something about the LGBT community, you got to mute him. Matter of fact, they deleted R. Kelly, took him off of YouTube. Now, Kelly, if you gonna do that, y'all could did that a long time ago, man. Everybody been knowing what Kelly was about. Y'all want to wait all this time. Now I don't understand about the music part, but hey, man, that's just what that is. And these rappers, they not lasting long, man. One of my little favorite rappers coming out right now, it was Pooh Shiesty. He facing life in prison right now. His trial date start October 25th. Boy got conspiracy, possession of firearm, violent crimes, robbery, and discharging a firearm and some other stuff, man. And it's crazy, man, because he facing life. They love to throw that life out there, and in Texas, they'll throw life on you for 5 rocks just to make you sign for some time. It's crazy. I ain't bull crapping. But nonetheless, man, like I said, man, that's the different news that I done picked up of this week. And we got some artists on here too. So Ted, can you bring in the artists, man? I wanna chop it up with some of my artists. I want to get them involved and have them on here and get their input of what's going on. Nikki, you went out right there before when you was trying to tell us what you had put up and stuff, and I couldn't hear nothing of what you were saying. So, if you remember where we left off at, could you let us know what you got coming up, any events you got coming up, what you're doing, your new projects? You the reason why I met Lisa Lee, Lisa Ray. You know what I'm saying? You the reason why I met Lisa Ray, you know what I'm saying? Players Club, legendary, you know what I'm saying? I always love Lisa Ray. I ain't gonna get into that because I don't want to be disrespectful, but yes, Lord. Oh, yes, Lord. Lisa Ray, man, for real, still fine. But thank y'all so much. Stay positive, stay dangerous, stay woke. And I'll holler at y'all later, man. See you next week at the same time. Peace.